It's a competitive job market out there right now. In some cases, there are hundreds of applicants applying for a single position. Often the difference between success and failure can be one of these, a good reference. But this one is a fake, cooked up online for a fee by fraudsters. Fake Britain has discovered that the business of supplying fake references is now huge and that British businesses are being routinely targeted. That means thousands of jobs are going to the wrong people and the right candidates are losing out. Fake Britain wanted to establish just how widespread the use of fake references by job applicants is. So we teamed up with the Federation of Small Businesses to carry out the most extensive independent survey ever undertaken in the UK into the use of fake references. Over 1,800 employers responded. And for Mike Cherry, policy chairman at the FSB, the results made for interesting reading.
17% had actually found that some of their employees, particularly those at the mid-level, had provided fake references.
And of that 17% of companies, 6% had received fake references on more than one occasion. But as our survey proves, many employers don't check references, so the true figure is likely to be even higher than 17%. Surprisingly, the survey also revealed men are twice as likely as women to fake a reference.
Well, that was an interesting point that really came out very, very strongly, I think nearly 3/4. So that is certainly an interesting one that we'd never picked up on before.
And the fakers are applying for jobs across the employment spectrum. 40% of the fakers applied for entry-level positions, and the same number applied for mid-management roles. But there's trouble at the top too. 12% of the fake applications were for management roles, and 2% were for roles as a company director.
I think that's a very worrying trend going forward. You've seen it in the media in the past, where, some fairly high flyers, so to speak, have actually falsified their CV or their job experience in some way.
The survey also asked members about a disturbing new trend. A number of websites now offer to provide fake references. They promise to provide unwitting employees with glowing references for fake candidates. The employer can even call a number where he or she will speak to a genuine-sounding human resources officer. Now, of the small business owners the Federation of Small Business surveyed, over 70% weren't aware that online fakers like this lot are out there. It's of concern to Mike Cherry.
Potentially it can be very damaging indeed, because if you actually take someone on who you believe has got that skill set and then it's proven that they haven't, you've still got the raft of employment legislation that you have to comply with, and if you don't find it out till some time down the line, you could have some real problems on your hands.
One of these sites, The Reference Store, boasts how its fake reference service has hoodwinked numerous companies into offering jobs to its clients. Fake Britain informed one of these companies, the London Taxi Company, which sells and leases black cabs, about the testimonials page. Graham Jones, the company's HR director, was incensed to see his company name on the testimonials page.
I felt annoyed. I mean, we're proud of the company that we work for, we're proud of what we make, we recognise the world over, and then somebody belittling the company by claiming that somebody could be fraudulently recruited, that they've got the skills to match the people that we got now. I think that was just ridiculous, really.
As soon as Fake Britain made the London Taxi Company aware of the claim that the Reference Store had supplied a fake reference for one of their employees, Graham took action. He ran checks on all the company's current staff. They're satisfied none of their staff have been employed on a fake reference, and they've stepped up their controls.
Well, rather than just assume that we weren't affected, we actually did a physical check. So I went back through the records of everybody that we've employed over the last 2 years. We will verify the company, we will check a website, we will pick up a registered address, we will contact Companies House to make sure that that company is valid, and we do a postal check as well to make sure the company is located where it should be.
Now, while it appears that some of the testimonials on the reference store's website are fake, how convincing are the fake references that these companies are offering? Fake Britain decided to find out. We used another website, the Fake Reference Service, to order a fake reference for a janitor looking for employment in a school. Surely the fakers wouldn't provide references for an employee working with children or teenagers. 24 hours later, the fakers emailed to say they'd be happy to supply us with a fake reference. For just $190 or £115, the company promised to provide us with a fake reference. They also told us they'd build us a bespoke website for a fictional school in order to make our fake reference all the more convincing. Bill Andrews runs an accredited teacher recruitment agency in London. We asked him to look at the website the fakers had built for us.
The organisation has gone to great lengths to put this website together to give it more credibility. Not only does it have a homepage, it also has detailed 50 years worth of history about this particular school. It details the families that it serves, it details what its history is, its links to other organisations and universities. There's information from everything from nursery through primary and secondary education that is provided as provision at the school. There are details of its admission policy.
On our behalf, Bill then contacted the fakers and sought a reference for our fictional janitor. It arrived within 24 hours.
They provided details about their key duties, they provided additional information with regards to their performance, their sickness record, and indeed, when providing information about their performance and conduct within schools, they had made sure that not everything was perfect.
But for a sharp-eyed employer, there are clues that this reference is a fake.
Going to the website, there is no phone number for the organisation, there's no fax number, there's no information about any of the staff that work there or any contact details other than an info@ email address.
And for Bill, the fact that a reference from a previous employer could be faked so easily is deeply alarming. A reference is a key part of any application for a job within a school.
It's actually quite shocking that somebody, for a very small amount of money, is within a very short space of time able to falsify their career and go and get 1, 2, perhaps more references and seek employment then in a school working with vulnerable children.
Following the findings of our investigation, the Federation of Small Businesses has written to all of its members. That's 200,000 employers, warning them about the websites that are offering to provide fake references.
I think it's important that small business owners are aware, certainly, that these fraudulent activities are taking place. There are fake references out there, there are companies providing these on the web or elsewhere. And unfortunately, just another symptom of where we are today in having to check all the references and all the bits and pieces behind getting decent recruits for our businesses.